Hey guys, so today I want to talk about the things I used to do as a child. Y'all remember Santa Claus, right? Jolly old Saint Nick coming down the chimney giving us presents. I never believed in that freaking fat man. No, because my parents wouldn't tell me that Santa Claus was real, and I'm glad they didn't because that's so stupid. Actually, a weird thing did happen. My step-grandma, who was Jehovah's Witness, told me that Santa Claus existed, and he came down the chimney or whatever and gave presents to me, and I was really confused. I thought Jehovah's Witnesses didn't celebrate Christmas, so I was really like, I don't know, I didn't get it because she doesn't believe in Christmas or doesn't celebrate it, and why is she telling me about Santa Claus? So that was a weird situation in my life as a child. My parents never told me that there was a Santa Claus because they told me that they went out, worked their butts off so that they can go and buy the gifts that I wanted. They're not going to tell me that Santa Claus came and gave it because, like, what's the point of them working and doing all the crap? They're not going to lie about their hard work and dedication. When you tell your child that Santa Claus got them something, your children think that you never get them anything, so they're going to keep asking you for stuff because they think that Santa Claus gives them stuff and you don't. So you're a bad parent if you tell your child that Santa Claus is real. And that's what I'm going to say about that. I actually lost a lot of friends when I was younger, I think, because I told them that Santa Claus wasn't real and they didn't believe me. Christmas Eve, go in your parents' bedroom to see what they're doing. What do? They see their parents wrapping up presents. I told them and they don't believe me. But then they get mad at me because I told them the truth, but their parents are the right ones who lied. The friends I did have were mostly male friends as a young child, and they kind of carried out the rest of my life. So, you know, as guys and girls were different on the bottom parts of our bodies, so whatever, that makes sense. That's how you're born. My friends and I used to talk about how, like, you know, we wiped ourselves, and my guy friends were saying that they never really wiped themselves, and I was like, well, if they don't have to wipe themselves, why should I? And I guess now that I think about this, it's kind of weird that we talked about wiping ourselves around each other. I guess, like, in high school we talked about who masturbated and who didn't, or who watched porn and who didn't. I guess that's the little kid version of it. So knowing that they didn't wipe themselves, I pretty much figured that I didn't wipe myself either. And I didn't. Until the 4th grade. When my mom found out. Don't ask me how she found out, because I can't remember how my mom found out that I didn't wipe myself. But she realized I didn't, and she's like, you can't do that because that's really freaking gross. And so I just started to wipe myself from that point on, and I continue to wipe myself. So bravo, give me a round of applause, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Right, you guys suck. I used to think that stuffed animals would come to life. Have you ever seen the way I like handle my like stuffed animals or dolls, whatever? I handle them with gentle, delicate care, as if they were my own baby. I do this because so I used to handle my stuffed animals with great care because I thought they would come to life if I didn't. And that's something that I actually still believe, which is really weird. Like, I legit believe that my stuffed animals will come to life and kill me if I don't treat them right. So if I accidentally like knock it off the bed, I pick it up immediately and hug it and kiss it and tell it I'm really sorry and that everything's gonna be okay because it was an accident. So those of you who know me currently know that I'm a really shy person, but back then, when I was a child, I was extremely, like, 100,000,000 times more shy than I am today. If that is imaginable, imagine it. So I was so shy that when teachers called me, I would often cry so I wouldn't have to read, which is really weird because I was only shy because I hated attention being drawn to me, but didn't realize that actually crying in class because he told me to read drew like a ton more attention to me that I didn't want drawn if I would have just read some passage in the first place. So by being very shy, I was extremely violent. So people used to make me mad and they would hit me or do things to me and it would upset me. And instead of just going to them, like punching them in the face like I threaten to do to people now, I beat them up with objects. I beat a kid with a book. I beat a kid with a tire with my eyes closed. I also beat up a couple kids with chairs. When I was younger, my dad used to tell me that protein was good for you, it made you strong, this and that. So what did I do? I ate bugs of all shapes and sizes. So maybe not like roaches or whatever, they kind of freak me out, they're really big. But you know, ants and worms and those little girly-poly things, I ate those. They were pretty delicious, kind of dirt covered, but you know, I enjoyed them because I wanted to be strong. I know you guys probably did this when you were a kid. I'm not the only one, I don't think, but I used to stick crayons up my nose. I was really interested in art and I was really interested in the human body, so I was really interested in putting the two together. So crayon, nose, great, stick up. And it was stuck there and it was nap time, and you know, we're not allowed to get up during nap time because we're sleeping. Like, you're not supposed to actually be taking crayons off the floor and shoving them up your nose. Like, what the heck? it was allergy season and my nose was already stuffed up, so I stuck the crayon up the nose and I couldn't breathe out of that nostril because there was a crayon there, and I couldn't breathe out the other one because it was stuffy. It was just a really scary situation. Do I get up and get in trouble because I'm sticking stuff up my nose that don't belong up there, or do I die because I was afraid to get in trouble? I opted obviously for getting up and getting in trouble because I didn't want to die that time. I actually forgot that I could breathe in my mouth, so that was kind of stupid of me. But you know, I'm a kid and I was just freaking out, and I was really overdramatic as a child. I was super overdramatic about everything. That's my life as a child. Hopefully you guys can relate to that. If not, sorry. So obviously there's a lot more I could have said, but I just want to share that little bit with you guys just so you can know how weird and strange I am. And if I would have given you guys everything, you guys would have probably thought I was dumb. Like the time that I would talk to myself, because I actually thought that made you cooler if you talked to yourself. So I would sit in class talking to myself, and those were the only times I would get in trouble in class, when I was talking out loud to myself and not to anyone else, and that was just so dumb.